Hey there, everybody. This is Anne-Marie Price bringing you another edition of the Villages Uncovered. I'm really excited today to be here in my own village of Virginia Trace and showing you this gorgeous extended gardenia. The home is currently listed at $900,000 and is 2,642 square feet under roof. It features a gorgeous pool in the back. It features an unbelievably upgraded chef's kitchen, right? I mean, it has a double wall oven, gorgeous cabinets, and upgraded lighting throughout, so on and so forth. It has a gorgeous bonus room, which would kind of take the place of what might have been an enclosed lanai, and they turned it into living space, and it's absolutely breathtaking. The owner's suite bathroom has been upgraded to include a gorgeous soaking tub, and the extras keep going. In the garage, there are Coleman cabinets with painted flooring. As far as the mechanics are concerned, the roof was replaced in 2020. The HVAC was replaced in 2022. I think the rest of the home will speak for itself, and I can't wait to bring you inside. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this week's home tour. We're now on to our market report. So kind of interesting numbers this week. We've had some, adjustments from last week. Last week was really a big shakeup. This week we do have 69 new homes on the market. We did not have any price increases. We had less price decreases than we did last week, so obviously there was a huge adjustment, and now we're starting to see things settle down. The numbers this week are reflecting some of last week, so I feel like next week the numbers will be even more significantly in line with what is the norm. So our price decreases are still at 94, but I do see that number going down. We have 12 back on the market. We had 44 homes sold, so 44 sold, 69 new. We have 66 pending. Those are the three numbers I like to see the most be the tightest. That means as many homes coming on the market are going off of the market, so homes are selling. It is extremely important to be priced right and to be strategic in order to sell your home. We do have 12 expired listings and 10 canceled listings this week. That's your market report, and on to the next. Have a wonderful week, and if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. If you like what you had to hear today, please like and subscribe, and feel free to share with family and friends. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoy the view here today. I am at Virginia Golf Course, one of the champion courses here at Mallory. Thanks a lot. Bye now. So last evening was the Electric Light Show, and I feel like it was the kickoff to the 2026 summer season here in the Villages, Florida, and kind of made me think about what I was going to talk about this weekend in our video series. And I thought, people are always asking me, so what is there to do in the Villages? And I always kind of laugh, because the better question is what isn't there to do? Honestly, if you're bored here, it probably means you stayed home too long. The town squares are where the fun happens. Every single night, there's live music. Every night. Which means people dancing in the streets, friends meeting up for dinner, and a lot of I'm just popping over for an hour that somehow turns into 3. Spanish Springs, Lake Sumter Landing, Brownwood, Sawgrass Grove, and now Eastport coming along. Each one has its own personality, but they all have the same thing going on. People having an absolute blast. And the events here, oh my goodness, they are so Villages. Take SantaCon. You've never seen a couple hundred grown adults dressed as Santa dancing in the square until you really haven't lived it yet. It's equal parts festive and completely ridiculous, and everyone is laughing the entire time. It's the kind of thing about the Villages, nobody takes themselves too seriously, and everybody joins in the party. Then we have the running of the squares, which is a community 5K. Now, some people are there to run it, and there are some of us there to cheer them on and locate the nearest coffee bar. Both are perfectly acceptable forms of participation, by the way. Saturday mornings at Brownwood are one of my personal favorites, because that's when the farmers market is going. It's just one of those great, easy mornings, people strolling around, live music playing, vendors everywhere, fresh produce, baked goods, crafts, and all kinds of good stuff. But let me tell you, my personal favorite and my real reason for being there. There's a stand that sells meat pies, not just any meat pies, proper meat pies. The kind where you take one bite and you suddenly feel like you should be wearing a tweed jacket and discussing the weather in London. I'm telling you, one bite and you'll swear you've been transported straight into merry old England. If you see me walking around Brownwood on Saturday morning looking very happy with a little paper bag in my hand, that's probably what's going on. And if you like cars, the classic car shows in the squares are fantastic. Beautiful vintage cars lined up everywhere, people strolling around admiring them, music playing, people swapping stories about the one they used to own back in the day. It's relaxed, it's social, and it's just plain fun. Then, throughout the year, the squares really turn it up with celebrations like the Mardi Gras, Oktoberfest, and that was at Brownwood, and 4th of July. Christmas tree lightings, of course, the electric light show that I just talked about at the very beginning of this episode. And, during the holidays, it honestly feels like we've got some sort of festival going on here every other week. And just when you think the villages couldn't possibly add anything else along, comes Eastport. It's the newest area developing around Central Lake, and it's already shaping up to be another great place to gather. There's a driving range, executive golf course area, walking areas along the water, and the new Olympia Recreation Center. And yes, there's actually an indoor rock climbing wall, which I think is the perfect symbol of this place, because living here doesn't mean slowing down. It means saying, sure, why not? A lot more often. The best part of all, though, it isn't just the events, it's the people. It's running into friends in the square, meeting new ones, and realizing that what you thought was going to be a quiet evening out somehow turned into dancing in the street with a live band playing. And honestly, that's just a pretty normal night around here, which is probably why so many of us are having the time of our lives.